You're not qualified to home educate your child, and that's what they will make you believe. I do believe that, every parent is qualified to homeschool their child or home educate their child, but not every parent has the knowledge to actually do it. Not having that knowledge can also make us feel unqualified to actually do this thing, and that's a very beautiful place to be. That beautiful place would fuel you to actually seek out the knowledge that you need to do this effectively. Personally, I believe that all the things that you need to be a good home educator for your child is love, commitment, and a growth mindset. Knowing that you love the child, knowing that you're committed to the process, and knowing that you are going to continually grow in what you're doing. So what's the space of specialized knowledge? Yes, you need specialized knowledge if there are specific things that your child needs to learn. But because you're homeschooling does not mean that you have to do it alone. It's just the same way in schools you have different tutors and you have different teachers for different aspects of it. But the beauty about it is that you personally, as the parent, you are in charge of the people that you bring into your home to help you out when it comes to specialized knowledge. And who says that you also cannot gain the knowledge, the special knowledge, to be able to educate your child? Which is why I said growth mindset. You cannot be fixed. If I want to learn to swim to teach my child to swim, I can do that. I have the capacity to do that. If I want to learn chemistry to teach my child chemistry, I have the capacity to do that. Teachers have specialized knowledge, not just for what they are teaching, but also for classroom management, for example, dealing with diverse type of children. But you do not necessarily need that, do you? No, you're dealing with just your child or your children, and you already know who they are. You're already continually learning about them. So yes, you do need knowledge. The kind of knowledge you need is not necessarily the type of knowledge that they might teach them in, say, a master's program on education, right? But if you are committed to the process and you love your children and you have the mindset of growth, you can always learn whatever you need to learn to be able to educate your child. Now, and I think that's important to note also, that the reason why people say these things again is because there are people that, they fall short, which is why there are checks and balances in place to ensure that even if you say you want to decide to do this, you are not doing it at the detriment of your child. So there are some countries where they have the laws, the checks and the balances, which is here and there, because sometimes some people go overboard and sometimes some maybe not enough, but they do recognize that there can be abuse that can happen in this kind of situations, which is why it's important that that should also be part of the conversation, because are there people that they just want to shield their children and not necessarily educate them? Yes, absolutely they are. So I wouldn't blame somebody that says something like that and say that, oh, somebody that thinks that, but that's an extreme, right? But there's still a place to know that we are capable, we can do it, but we also need to still put in the work.